Have you ever looked at someone in power and thought, how did that person end up leading anything? You're not alone. We've all seen it. People who seem completely unqualified rising to the top. Meanwhile, those who are smart, honest, and capable often get left behind. And the more you notice it, the less it feels like coincidence. It starts to look like a pattern, maybe even by design. Think about Emperor Nero, supposedly playing music while Rome burned, or Elizabeth Holmes, who convinced the world of a miracle that never existed. Over and over, it seems like power rewards illusion over substance. So, what if this isn't an accident? Centuries ago, one man tried to explain it. Niccolò Machiavelli. Exiled from politics, he wrote The Prince, a brutally honest guide to how leaders really stay in power. Not how they should behave, but how they do behave. And at the heart of his thinking is one disturbing truth. It's not competence that gets people power. It's the appearance of competence. Machiavelli warned that people judge based on what they see, not what is. Seeming strong, smart, and confident matters more than actually being those things. And intelligence? It doesn't always help. In fact, it can get in the way. Because intelligent people tend to question things. They hesitate. They think in shades of gray. But power rewards certainty, not nuance. Take Socrates, one of the wisest men in history, executed by his own city. Meanwhile, history is full of loud, simple-minded people who rose by shouting easy answers. Modern science backs this up. Studies show intelligence helps leadership, but only to a point. Beyond that, smart people can seem too complex. Their ideas are harder to follow. Their language too abstract. In a world craving simplicity, being too smart becomes a problem. So if brilliance doesn't lead to power, what does? Confidence. Loud, bold, unwavering confidence, even when it's wrong. Because we all tend to confuse confidence with competence. It's a psychological bias. And the louder someone speaks, the more we believe they must know what they're talking about. Psychologists call it the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less someone knows, the more convinced they are that they're right. Meanwhile, truly informed people are often the most unsure, because they understand the complexity. But in politics, business, and media, doubt doesn't sell. Certainty does. That's how we end up with leaders who look the part, but don't have the skills. And once they're in power, they surround themselves with people even less competent than they are. Why? Because loyalty is safer than talent. And over time, mediocrity protects itself and pushes everything better out. You can see this in failing empires, in broken companies, in governments where corruption spreads like rot. Talent becomes a threat, integrity becomes dangerous, and all that's left is a hollow system built on fear and ego. So why do people accept this? Because we crave certainty, especially in chaos. And we're drawn to those who offer simple answers. We like people who say, I alone can fix this, more than those who say, this is complicated, and there are no easy solutions. We want easy villains, quick fixes, but real life rarely works that way. Real experts bring nuance and hesitation, and that's harder to sell. Worse, even smart people twist facts to protect their beliefs. It's been proven. When faced with data that challenges their views, many would rather change the facts than change their mind. And the smarter someone is, the better they are at justifying falsehoods. So how do the wrong people keep power? There's one more reason: morality. Ethical people hesitate to lie. They play fair. But those without a conscience, they lie. They manipulate. They do whatever it takes because they don't feel bad about it. And that ruthlessness gives them a massive advantage. History's most effective power players weren't always the smartest. They were just the least restrained. Once they rise, they bend the rules, flood the system with confusion, exploit fears, manipulate identities, and twist reality until no one knows what to believe anymore. This is how demagogues rise, how cult leaders build loyalty, how fragile systems get hijacked. So, what can we do? It starts with awareness. We need to practice intellectual humility, to admit when we don't know something, to think critically, and value truth over noise. And we need systems that reward not just charisma, but real competence. That means accountability. That means transparency. That means a diversity of voices, not just one loud one. And it means better education, not just facts, but how to think clearly, ethically, and independently. Machiavelli has been misunderstood for centuries. He didn't celebrate corruption, he revealed it. He wasn't praising tyrants, he was warning us about them. And if we listen carefully, we might still build something better. Because power doesn't give someone honor, people do. And while ignorance may gain power, only wisdom, backed by courage, can keep it.